technology will continue to change, and that's the capability to keep abreast one with technology, understand its applications, and then the implication of that technology within the function or the vertical that you want to deploy it. The industry also educates in terms of what is there in pharma, what is needed to be able to succeed in a given task or in a given role or in a given function.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very clear as to how do we articulate and get those inputs. Assimilation of those inputs first within the CIO function or within the CIO himself, and then his ability to articulate it and take it in his own industry, I think is a challenge which is more personality driven from a CIO and its credibility point of view. So very clearly, I think assimilation is fine. We know how we can assimilate information,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's that personality which is able to then inculcate or induce that technology to. Either you get driven by both business tells you, or as a technology driver, you drive the technological aspects within the industry.
Mm-hmm.
So it is driven by the top to come in. So I think it is getting, once you have established yourself, getting a guy, and if your expectation is at the same level,
Mm-hmm.
then possibly it becomes very difficult. The reason why my previous organization is still working is because we had set up certain solid foundations. But I think it is not long before you'd start seeing rumors coming in, etc. If they don't find a quick successor very, very quickly. When you look at the talent and do the interviews, etc., I have rejected so many interviews that we did while I was there and looking for my successor. I could obviously have groomed someone, but unfortunately, the capability of the internal set to come up and sit at the board was slightly limited in terms of the confidence level that either the board or the management or even I had. And when you do externally and when you look at the breadth of experience that you need, organizations are continuously becoming much more complex than what they were earlier. The size, scale, complexity of operations, the continuous advent of new technology, the continuous demand from business on newer sets of solutions, functionalities, analytics, data lakes, Gen AI, etc., will continue to come in. So all of those combinations, if you start looking at it and you want a wholesome guy who inspires confidence, I think so there are a lot of people with good skills, but the depth that you need, and especially in a continuous manufacturing, is a very, 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 very challenging task. Technology can be taught. You want to get a course on A, B, and C, you can be taught.
Mm-hmm.
You can still understand experience and can get mentored on how to build relationships with the executives, with the board, etc. I think it's a conscious act,
Mm-hmm.
needs to be practiced diligently, and you need to have a willing partner or a leadership material to be able to then grow.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think if you have identified a bright guy, getting him a technology inputs or a mentorship, then becomes the responsibility of the person who's on the chair to be able to build his succession.